Hello, Sue here again from Sue's Dog Brockmire Kitchen. So I wanted to make some nice comfort food for you. So if you want to make this while you're locked down in here in Wales or anywhere else in fact, I just want to show you this nice recipe that I found on Delia's cooking book, which is this one I'm using today. So I use different books, but this is a really old book from Delia Smith's winter collection. But I found this nice steak and kidney pudding recipe, and I thought I'd make some really nice sort of wintry comfort food today. So bear with me while I show you all the ingredients and roughly the weights, okay? So what we need today is 12 ounces, 350 grams of self-raising flour. So we're going to do the flour first for this recipe, and you use suet for this recipe because obviously it's a suet pudding. So you need to weigh that out first and sift the flour. Okay, so I'm doing 350 grams, so I should weigh the bowl first. 350 grams of self-raising flour. Alright, well, I had a little bit left in there before I started, so let's get that. Anyway, so that's that. So, and 175 grams of suet. So anyway, I'm gonna, so that's 175 grams. So this is basically your fat, obviously. And it looks like I've got to go and get another pack. Hello again. So I've got the suet here, so that's 175 grams of suet, okay? So in here with the flour, I've added some salt, and I'm just about to grate some freshly black pepper into it, so it's got a nice season. So there we are, lovely. And now you just need to add some cold water to mix it together. Right. Then add the suet and mix it into the flour. So then we add the suet. So we mix the suet into the flour, like so. I'm just using a metal spoon here. And then you just use a few drops of the water. It's just normal plain water, a few drops at a time. It says to use a knife, but I'm using a spoon. I always like to do everything different. And you just add a few drops of water at a time until it starts coming together, and then you're going to use your hands to bring it together. Now abandon the knife or the spoon, I like the words, and use your hands. So you want to make it a nice smooth dough with your hands. So just keep bringing it together with the knife or spoon, and once it starts getting claggy and sticky, we're going to abandon the knife or spoon. Spoon. Hold on, I have to take my glasses off. They're falling off. They've got really loose, these ones. I keep breaking all my glasses. I haven't got many pairs left now. I haven't been to the shops for ages, so I haven't been anywhere. Just been, I'm going to be making some videos about making your own food. Growing your own food, I mean. I'm going to be growing my own food, my own fruit and vegetables in my polytunnel, which is nearly finished. Me and Simon have been working really hard to get it done. And this week sometime I'm actually going to put a video up of the polytunnel as it stands at the moment. We've actually got the plastic on it. It's almost done. It's been really, really hard work, mind. And we've only been able to do it when it's been nice weather at the weekends. But it's nearly there. We're nearly there. So I'm going to be... I know this isn't the right time of year to put up a polytunnel. It says to put it up in the spring, but we've put it up now. I know we probably can have to re-stretch the plastic in the springtime, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to prepare it. I'm going to start seeds indoors on the windowsills and stuff, and I will be putting them in there. You will see like the whole thing coming together basically, and what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be growing, and I hope you're interested in this. If you're interested, just watch out for my gardening videos that I'm going to be doing, so I hope it's something that you might be interested in growing your own food and using as much of the space as you possibly can for growing your own fruit and veg in your own little garden. You don't have to have a polytunnel, any little space you can use, and how to utilise seeds and stuff, so keep a lookout. Apart from this cooking, I'm going to be doing that also, so I hope you enjoy it. So let's carry on with this. Right, so we brought that, so blended a few drops of water and start mixing with a knife. The aim is to bring together. Right, now we need to make it into an elastic dough. Always needs more water than other types. So when you're using suet dough, you have to use, it always uses more water than normal dough. That's what it says, because obviously this is the actual fat, which obviously will melt as it's in the steamer, once it's steaming. Okay, right, so let's just see. Right, add a few drops of, now line the bowl with the pastry. You need a 2.5 pint, 1.5 litre basin for this amount of dough that we're making, okay? So we're just going to take the dough out of there, and probably put a bit of flour on it so we can actually handle it, the basin, but we need to cut off a bit also for the lid. So we've got to cut off a piece of the pastry for the lid. I'll let you see what I'm doing. Can you see that? That's the pastry there. There you go. So we're just gonna, don't play with it too much. You don't want to make it all hard. And it's all come together nicely now anyway. So we're going to cut off a bit, or just break a bit off for the lid. So I'd probably say about that much for the lid, that much, or maybe just a tiny bit more, that much. We'll see how we go. And then the rest of it is for the actual, to line the basin with. So I will just line the base and I'll be back in a second. Hi there again. Right, I was just reading the instructions. It doesn't say anything about lining the basin with any grease or anything, but I've greased it anyway, just in case. So, and it says that this needs to be about 13 inches round. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I will just do it as big as I can. And you need a bit for the lid as well, so just cut off a bit or take it off. I need a bit more flour on that. So just use a little bit of self-raising flour for this. Obviously self-raising flour is what you need. And if you want the ingredients for this recipe, I will leave it below the video, okay? So this should be nice. My partner will really enjoy this because he absolutely loves steak and kidney pudding. And we bought a load of kidneys the other day from my food company, which I buy my food from, and I bought a huge batch of kidneys, so we're batch buying loads of food at the moment so we don't run out, and also so that we can make all these wonderful things, because it's very hard to buy kidneys in the shop. They're very expensive and you don't get many of them. Oh dear. So what you need to do is line the basin. So I'm going to just make a real mess of this. So I'm just pushing it all into place. It doesn't matter if it's not neat, nobody's going to see it. So if you got, I'm not making it very neat. So what I'll do is just pull this bit off of here, because there's quite a lot of excess, and put it inside here. And just line it round it like that. I do everything like this. You know this if you watch any of my other videos. And if you haven't, then why not? I'm sure there must be something to appeal to you somewhere along the line, I hope. I'm trying to make as many videos as possible again, and I'm going to be doing some beauty videos as well. So look out for them, because I'm trying to just do lots of different things that I really enjoy. So I'm just wanting to share them with you, hopefully. And let me know if you enjoy my videos. I would appreciate feedback. And I will be doing like another channel where I'm putting videos on YouTube, not YouTube, because I want to be able to speak my truth and say what I want. So I've lined it with the suet, okay? So the next job to do, so you've got your little bit of a lid here. You've got to get a lid, you've got to get some string to tie around and some foil. So, because you need to tie round here. I will trim this off once I've put the lid on. So the next thing is to prepare the meat. So you need to see if it needs chopping up, but I doubt my meat needs chopping up actually, because I've already prepared it. Before I froze it, I already cut up the meat. I put it in separate bags so that each one is its portion. So it says here that you need 360 grams of chuck steak. I've just got a bit less than 360 grams here, and it says you need 225 grams of ox kidneys. It doesn't matter if it's a bit over, it depends. If you like ox kidneys, then make more of them. Have more of that and less of the meat. So I'm just putting them on there. Alright, so that's 279. It's just a bit over, so that's not much. So it's 560 grams of chuck steak, so that's just a little bit more than that, or less, I can't remember. And the kidneys, so there they are. They're already cut up, so I don't really need to cut them up. So what you need to do now is that you're going to tip these in a bowl. I think we'll just use the one we used for the pastry with some seasoned flour. So we'll just tip a bit of flour in there, a bit of salt and pepper obviously, because that's what makes it seasoned. So some nice seasoned flour. Don't know if that's coming out, that salt. I've got another pot of salt here, just in case that doesn't work. So I've got some salt here. There we are. So, and then I think you just got to toss it in there. So this is a very easy recipe. Note, I'm not using a fresh onion today, because just in case you can't buy any onions or you can't get to the shops, I haven't been to the shops yet, I also bought these kibbled onions, which are basically dried onions, and you can use these, something like this, like dried onions instead of fresh onions if you can't get fresh onions. So you're probably just, and they're very strong smelling, I can smell them from here, they're really, really strong. So I'm just going to use a couple of tablespoons of these onions, and I'm going to put them in this flour mix. And then we're going to add enough cold water to reach almost to the top of the meat and sprinkle in a few drops of the Worcester sauce, okay? So next is the meat, so we'll just check this. Yeah, it's all nicely cut into nice little chunks. So perfect size for this recipe. So there we are, there's the steak, and here's the kidney, which I've already cut up. So everything's cut up, but you might need to cut everything up at this stage. But obviously I've done it all already. So there we are. So I'm just going to do this, and then we're going to put in the onions. So you just toss it together like that. Toss your steak and kidney together in the seasoned flour, okay? There we are, that's good. This is a very easy recipe. It's so simple, isn't it? You just fry it together. Yeah, that's that bit done. There we are. Just put these over here out of the way. And then we're just going to put a couple of tablespoons of these onions in. On here. Of these in. See, these are all going nice and soft, because obviously I might just put a little bit more in. So 2.5 tablespoons of dried onions, and just mix it together. Oh, it smells really nice with the onions now, but you can use fresh onions, so it'll be one whole fresh onion sliced, okay? But I'm using these dried onions today, so you can see that if you haven't got everything you need, you can do it this way. So now you just put your meat inside the basin like so, along with the flour, because the flour will act as a thickener to thicken up the sauce, which will be the water and the Worcester sauce. So, and then you're going to put in some Worcester sauce, but I would put the Worcester sauce in with the water. What you're going to do is you're going to fill it up almost to the top, so there you are, but not obviously to the top, okay, because you've got to put your lid on yet. So put some Worcester sauce in the water, just give it a stir, then just pour that over until it comes near enough to the top. Right, there we are, okay, so that's done. There you are, can you see that? Okay, so the water is almost to the top. Then what you're going to do is obviously get your pastry that you had earlier, put this to one side over here, and move your board and any other utensils you don't need, and you're just going to roll out your piece of pastry to go on the top, and then you just need to put some water around the edge so it sticks. Okay, so I'm just going to roll the piece of pastry for the lid, and that'll be done. And then you've got to get your steamer, so I'll show you that in a minute, but I'll just finish this bit first and then you can see that I've done it. So that's that, and then just use the water, what you've got left here, and just wipe around the edge of the basin with your fingers, pick up the piece of pastry and put it over the top. Now you need to seal it. It doesn't really matter because nobody's going to see this, remember, because when you turn it out when it's cooked, nobody's going to see it. And this will swell up because it does. Suet pastry is great. There we are. Right, so I'm just going to trim up the edges now so it's nice and tidy. And that's it. And then we're going to cover the top with some foil and string. You'll have to go and get that. There we are. There. So that's that bit done. So there you are. That's all in there now. Then we'll just make a few holes in the top, I think, just so some air can get out. That's that bit done. So I'll be back in a minute when I'm covering. I'll show you how to cover the top with the foil and the string. Okay. Hello again. Sue back here with the final part of making the suet pudding. So I've got my steamer. So I put some water in this bit, and this is the top bit of my steamer. And then I have my steam pudding here. And what we need to do next is just put some foil on and tie it on with some string, okay? So it says to use 2 pieces of foil, so I found this bit in the cupboard that I'd used the other day, so I'm going to put that on the top first, and then I'm just going to push the ends down like so, okay? And then you do the same with the second piece of foil. I mean, you can cut it off if you want, but I'm not going to bother because I don't think it matters. So I've done that, so that's sealed, okay? So there's 2 pieces of foil on there. Then you need some string, and it says to double it up so you can make a handle, but I'm not bothering with that. I will just struggle to get it out. So you need to tie this on the top, a bit like you do with a Christmas pudding. Exactly the same as any suet pudding, and then just tie that so it doesn't move, and then put that's that inside your steamer, okay? Okay, this might be hard for me to take out at the other end, so that's the only problem with this. There you go. I found the lid. So you just put that in here like so. And you're basically going to leave it for 5 hours, so that's how long it takes. So I'm just going to leave that for 5 hours, but what you need to do is just keep checking your steamer, the water in the bottom of the steamer, because you don't want it to dry out. Okay, so we'll be back later to show you the finished product, and hopefully it comes out really well, but I'll let you know later. Okay, so that's this done for this part of the video. and I'll see you in a few hours time, and it'll actually be dark outside. It's 3 o'clock, by the way. 5. Oh, it's going to be ages. Okay, so I might make part 2 of this video tomorrow morning when it's cooled down. So that's what I'll probably do. Okay, so I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye. Hello, Sue here from Sue's Doll Brock My Kitchen, and I just wanted to show you the finished product with the steamed pudding that I made the other day, the steak and kidney pudding. So I had a bit of trouble getting it out of the bowl, but I managed to do it in the end. I might have to do a compilation video of all the bad things that happen. But there it is. It is absolutely massive. I don't know how me and my partner are going to eat this. There's enough here to feed like 8 people. 8 people. It's huge. Yeah, we'll be eating this till God knows when, for the fortnight that we're locked down for now. From 6 o'clock PM this evening, we are now locked down for some very weird. Anyway, so I think we'll just be eating this steak and kidney syrup pudding for the whole 2 weeks. So we won't need any other food. Anyway, I'm going to cut into it now because I've really got no clue as to whether it's edible. I mean, who knows, it might not be. It's going to be too filling. I don't think I can eat this. There's way too much food. That's what I was thinking. I think it's enough to feed like the whole of Dinas. That's Dinas Mowbray, that's where I live. Right, so I'm just gonna, well, it's not, yep, that's beautiful. I'm gonna put some gravy with it, because obviously all the juices have dried up, and there isn't any. I've never made a steak and kidney pudding before, by the way. First time ever. So, yep, that's cool. There we are. So it's like really comfort food, isn't it, steak and kidney pudding? So I think we'll be eating this for a couple of days. Oh, there's the steak and kidney pudding. Cut. So I'm only having this teeny weeny bit. And my partner will only have this much. So we don't eat that much. So God knows why I made such a huge steak and kidney pudding. I think it must be enough for 6 people. 6 to 8 people. It's huge. Anyway, so it's come out really well. The meat seems really tender. I'm just going to taste a bit of it now to see what it actually tastes like. So I'm just going to taste a bit of the meat. It's very cooked. Really nice actually. It tastes better than it looks. So there it is. It tastes really, really, really lovely. Where's the kidney? I like kidney. I can eat it all. I really like it. So I'm just going to pour a bit of gravy on now so it'll be really delicious, because the only thing is it seems to have dried out a lot. And the meat juices, the water that you put in there with the Worcester sauce is all gone. So what I would do next time I make one is probably make it with a bit of thin Bisto gravy, so that it's actually more, but it's it looks really cool though. Look, doesn't that look nice? So I've just made 2 dinners here for me and my partner, and here they are. So 2 nice comfort food dinners for a nice cold evening here in Wales on the first day of a 2-week lockdown. Oh, here we go again. Okay then, so thank you for watching my channel, and if you like any of my videos, please could you give me a like and a thumbs up. And I'm trying to do as many videos as possible, doing as many things as possible. So tomorrow I'm going to be showing you the seeds that I've collected from my garden. So that will be in Sue's Dog Brob My Garden video tomorrow. So I will be doing that, and I will show you how to collect seeds from plants in the garden so that you can grow your own seeds instead of keep buying them in packets. I do have lots of packets of seeds, but there were certain seeds that I wanted to get from my garden before they all disappeared. Either birds eat them or they just fly away. But I wanted to get these seeds, and so I'm really happy that I collected them today, and I'll show you them tomorrow. Okay then, and we're going to be doing some more of our polytunnel, so I will show you in another video, hopefully, where the doors are on our polytunnel. So I'm really looking forward to doing that tomorrow, hopefully if it's not raining. If it's not raining, we'll be straight out there and put the doors on the polytunnel. Please like my video and share it with your friends and family if they would like to watch my videos, and that's it for now. So bye for now. Bye.